Arnold Schwarzenegger discusses if eating extra protein turns into body fat. Schwarzenegger tackled whether eating extra protein will result in fat gain. Maintaining health and muscle mass are top priorities for Arnold Schwarzenegger. In a recent Arnold's Pump Club newsletter shared on June 26, 2025, he discussed whether consuming extra protein results in a higher fat percentage and weight gain. As a former 7-time Mr. Olympia, Schwarzenegger has always paid close attention to his nutrition. Between his time on stage, his acting career, his role in governing California, and his workouts, Schwarzenegger doesn't downplay the power of protein. Previously, Schwarzenegger has broken down some of protein's wellness benefits, like better blood sugar control, lipid profiles, and overall body composition, but now, he's examining whether eating more will negatively impact body composition, particularly in weight-trained individuals. Arnold Schwarzenegger shares surprising study showing high-protein diet with extra calories didn't lead to fat gain. In the newsletter, researchers discovered that weight-trained individuals who ate more than double the recommended amount of protein did not incur a body fat increase. Does extra protein turn to body fat? You've probably heard that eating too much protein turns into fat. But what if even the most extreme intake doesn't actually change your body fat at all? Researchers tested an extra high-protein diet eating more than double the recommended amount and found that it did not lead to an increase in body fat in resistance-trained individuals. In an 8-week study, the high-protein group ate an average of 307 grams of protein per day while the control group ate 138 grams. They didn't change their workouts, fats, or carbohydrates. In this 8-week randomized controlled study, researchers put the more protein equals more fat myth to the test. 30 resistance-trained participants were assigned to either continue their normal diet, about 1.8 g/kg/day protein, or dramatically increase their intake to 4.4 grams per kilogram of body weight, more than 5 times the RDA. The high-protein group consumed an average of 307 grams of protein per day compared to 138 grams in the control group. The participants didn't change their workouts, fat, or carbohydrate intake, just the amount of protein. An extra 800 calories a day from protein, the high-protein group shockingly displayed no significant changes in body weight, fat mass, or body fat percentage. Despite eating approximately 800 extra calories per day, thanks to protein, the high-protein group showed no significant changes in body weight, fat mass, fat-free mass, muscle, or body fat percentage. That's right, no added fat. Just more protein, and no major changes to their physiques. Those conducting the study pointed to protein's high thermic effect, emphasizing that it takes more energy to digest it than other macronutrients. Even in a calorie surplus, individuals did not gain a considerable amount of fat. The researchers believe protein's high thermic effect, it takes more energy to digest, plus its impact on satiety and inefficient conversion to fat, helps prevent excess storage even in a calorie surplus. This does not mean you can just eat protein without gaining weight. But it does mean if you go a little over on protein, it might be less likely to be stored as fat. Schwarzenegger stresses that active individuals aiming to support muscle recovery or growth shouldn't fear extra protein intake. Though even for those who aren't active, 1.2 to 1.6 kilograms of protein per pound of body weight can help maintain the muscle tissue they already have. This wasn't the first controlled study to show that a hypercaloric, high-protein diet won't necessarily cause fat gain, especially when strength training is consistent and fat/carbs stay stable. If you're active and trying to support muscle recovery or growth, you don't need to fear high protein intakes. And if you're not active, it's good to prioritize protein, but you don't need as much. You might benefit from as little as 1.2 to 1.6 g/kg per day of your goal body weight. And if you're active, most research suggests 1.6 to 2.2 g/kg/day is sufficient for muscle gain or maintenance. At 77 years old, retaining muscle and longevity have become focal points for Schwarzenegger. He recently unpacked the power of plant protein, hailing it as the anti-aging macronutrient that can help you reach older age free of disease. Those who pile on the protein post-workout can rest easy. Schwarzenegger believes extra protein per day won't derail your body composition and physique goals, just as long as you resistance train consistently.